So I do think this constant back and forth between growth and value is not going to be a temporary thing. I think growth is going to start coming in at the sacrifice of value. So I'm looking at, this is the IGV. It's an ETF. Let me just give you the name. And maybe it's just a way of shorting the whole thing. This is what this thing is. It's the iShares expanded tech software sector. So I think that this is the so, interest rates have now gone over 1.5% again on the 10 years, about 1.53 today or something. So they're starting to rocket higher. And I think this is the sector that's going to, start suffering the most if it does. And you can see we've already got one top, and, I try and visualize how this thing, and I just, see these kind of key reversals. So it's something I'm keeping an eye on, but I might just throw some long-term money in this. Feels a hair premature, but I don't know. This may be a good time to do that. So I'm keeping an eye on this because I do think that you're going to see more value cyclicals, oil, energy, financials do better than like tech, like Zoom or Peloton or Beyond Meat and those growth names. And I do think now we're going to start getting a role in all of that. Jonathan was asking me, do you short the indexes? And it's been a difficult thing to do, but I do think that this looks like it's starting to, and I try and, visualize, ahead of how this is going to work. So, my mind, they do a fake out. They did a fake out by closing at the high, but I can kind of see that this is the second thing. We kind of have this ascending broadening pattern. So you retested it and you're kind of breaking out of it. So, if this is true, then it's going to come back to here. So that would be kind of a nice move if that does happen. But it's been kind of a, index has given us a whole bunch of false starts, but I do think that, we're starting to roll over. I mean, today, yesterday we opened lower and then rallied, and this is what it does. But, now we're going to open lower again. And so if this starts kind of looking like this, 360, what am I looking at? The Qs here, this neckline, so then you would have this double top looking thing, a break of this ascending broadening, and then probably a retreat back to somewhere here. So it's starting to feel like that is entirely feasible. These are the S&P. And kind of has this ascending broadening look also. So kind of have to look to see if it hits there. And then if it does there, then, we have probably that in sight. But, kind of getting ahead of these indexes has been a, fool's game. Every time you think they're rolling over, they like Humpty Dumpty come back together again. This also, has always had the appearance to me, and this is what kind of Beyond Meat did. You have to kind of keep an eye on the pattern because, this looks like, if you're watching this, especially like on a 15-minute chart, it looks like a very, big rally and, scary to get short. But to me, this is the pattern. And we kind of had a pattern like that in Beyond Meat, notwithstanding the fact that you had a huge rally, you had this pattern that looks like it's standing in the way. So this looks like kind of a dead cat bounce. Dow's a little bit stronger. Dow's got kind of this reverse symmetrical triangle. It's almost got something like this or like that. So and you had a reversal yesterday. So, it looks like we could start drifting back toward that area too. So I do get a feeling that the good times are starting to be, over on the long side. But that being said, like Tesla and Netflix, I think they still have one more, kick in them to the upside. You can see, yeah, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So popped out a profit for 118,000 there. So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts. I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.